didn't know that.
Oh. I thought we'd see it firsthand and not watch it on a screen.
That screen's just going to show the graduates. And there's a video that plays, just like the school board welcome message or something or other. And yeah, the national anthem.
Where is it? I can sit anywhere. I know that. You can you gotta dress that. I don't know. Hopefully it's just not us. I know it's odd. Thanks. can't stand it. I love you. It was just funny. I know, but it was so like I know. But like that. It was just fun. So I know.
I need to start with you. Would everyone please rise for the national anthem? Honored guests, parents, guardians, and friends, graduating class. Tonight is the 131st annual high school convention of Public Schools. And it is the sixth class to be graduated from iTech graduation. You will hear the student speakers when we talk about resilience. And if any class ever has, this class truly embodies resilience. I'd like to congratulate the families of these seniors and express to you my appreciation for the assistance that you have provided in helping them to successfully complete this phase of their education. At this time, I would like to introduce the guests to my left. They are Mr. Zachary Topkins, Associate Principal. Mrs. Megan Canyon, High School Counselor. I would also like to recognize the faculty and leaders this evening are wearing gowns of good representing their respective universities. They are Timothy Larson and Audrey Abbott. At this time, we would like to play a welcome message for President Kyle Sproul.
Good evening. My name is Kyle Sproul, the current chair of the Vancouver Public Schools Board of Directors. Welcome and congratulations for being here. You've made it. When I was first presented with this opportunity to address the graduating class, I considered what I might impart to the class of 2021, a class that had endured a global pandemic and all that came with it, and yet here you still are. I naturally thought back to my high school graduation. What wisdom was shared with me? I don't recall who the speaker was, but I do very clearly remember the two pieces of advice he shared. It has stuck with me over the past 25 years. First, be a lifelong learner. Second, stay nimble. Be a lifelong learner. You are graduating high school. You have acquired so much knowledge about history, math, literature, science. You have also inevitably learned more about yourself and your interests. You have likely learned skills like leadership, work ethic, personal organization. Let this just be the beginning of your learning journey. You have also learned immensely throughout the experience of this past year. You've learned what you cannot easily be taught: perseverance, resilience, flexibility. You have likely learned that there is strength in asking for help. You have learned the power of showing up. Even in this terribly difficult year, your class is full of beautiful stories of showing up for each other, for your families, for your communities. As I apply this concept of lifelong learning, the idea of always being open and willing to learn, to your class in particular, I cannot believe how prepared you are for a life of continued learning. While your learning journey is already so rich and colorful, don't stop now. Stay the course, keep learning new things, challenging yourself with new experiences. The second piece of advice I was given, stay nimble, was especially poignant to me. The challenge to be flexible, to be okay if situations play out differently than my original expectation, to adapt to the ever-changing circumstances. Congratulations, you have already demonstrated this. By completing high school in a pandemic, you have become truly nimble. Stay the course, maintain this flexibility as you move ahead. It will serve you well. What I have ultimately realized is that the best advice I ever received while graduating high school, and advice that has admittedly taken years to truly understand, you already intrinsically know. You are tremendous learners of life, and you are already exceptionally nimble. So my words for you are: carry the experience you have gained in the past 4 years, particularly in the last 15 months, with you. While it has been marked with unprecedented challenge and disappointment, stress, anxiety, discomfort, and so much more, you have endured, you have overcome, and you have succeeded. Here you are. By sitting here today, you have accomplished something remarkable, and this is just your beginning. Let the experience of the past fuel you, inspire you as you navigate your future. In the words of author and advocate Helen Keller, character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experience of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, ambition inspired, and success achieved. Now it is my honor, on behalf of the Vancouver Public Schools Board of Directors, I attest and certify that the students presented to you have met the graduation requirements established by the State of Washington and Vancouver Public Schools. It is my honor to accept the graduating class of 2021 and confer upon you a high school diploma. Thank you and congratulations.
Commencement speakers either comprise the top 5% of this year's graduating class or have been chosen by our students and faculty to address the audience. This is a high honor, and these four students will share a brief glimpse into their lives at iTech and their hopes for the future. The order of speakers tonight is Taisia Groshkova, followed by Maddie Parks, Emily Newman, and Emily Lowbright. The theme of this year's speakers is resilience. Our first speaker tonight will be Taisia Groshkova. Taisia, please come to the podium.
Family and friends are my fellow classmates sitting here in person, and some watching us live from their homes. It's taken great coordination and persistence from our community to allow us to meet here under one roof at the new iTech preparatory building. A year ago, this type of celebration was not possible with the 2020 graduates, so I hope we make the most out of it today with the graduating class of 2021. This past year has been a trial of dedication, self-control, and resilience for everyone. Many of us struggle to wake up in the morning and turn on our laptops and aimlessly stare at teachers who also have to learn to adapt to the new ways, but even though they seem so old. I was one of those students struggling to find a mental rope to grasp onto and stay afloat and not give up on the dreams I made up for myself, overthinking every step while following along with the political and social events happening right before our eyes, striking the very core of why my family moved to the United States 8 years ago. Keeping a strong grip on the people we knew became tiresome, and many of us had to let go of friendships or had to escape from them. Even as I started my senior year, the reality of upcoming adulthood and graduation was not imaginable. The college class was at Clark, already preparing me for the ups and downs of being a grown-up. I did not feel the attachment to the school at the time, just like many of us participating in the Running Start program and early university classes. But it ate on my soul to later recognize how many connections I was not able to establish. I've not been at iTech for 7 years, like many of my classmates, but I still saw the transition from troublesome middle schoolers to competent members of society, with most of us having jobs, internships, and or established plans for education and trades. It's been a journey watching my friends grow up and overcome their struggles, with everyone helping around them. And even though many of the people that I've gotten close to moved away or we just grew apart from each other, the confidence I have in them achieving greatness has never dissipated, but only increased, as life is like a growing tree. Branching out is natural and encouraged for growth. I have many more things to say personally to each graduate present here today, but being able to finally interact with them in person has been a gift that I, like many others, did not anticipate. I'll be honest, these past few weeks of actually seeing my friends together at school has been my most favorable and memorable event of my high school career, being closely followed by the Mount St. Helens trip our freshman year, where for the first time I realized how grateful I am for the randomized selection of now leftover 46 students. It has been an honor learning and growing with them, especially through these troubling times, where staying together and being hopeful in spirit carried us forward to this day. I hope to cross paths with all of these accomplished and fascinating people later in my life. Thank you to the teachers and parents that made it possible. Next, I would like to welcome up on the stage Madison Parks.
Welcome everyone, and thank you for coming to the class of 2021 graduation. Being out of school is something that we as students think about through all elementary school, middle school, and definitely high school. Seniors and these before us have always told us to cherish the time we have in school with our friends and our teachers before the curtain is drawn, and to savor this time before it's all over and real life takes control, before we have to become adults and move on to the next stages in life. Before all of the responsibilities begin and we can no longer encourage teenagers, and before the show is all over. No matter how many times we were told, when our senior year rolled around, we couldn't be more thrilled. We all have thought about this day endlessly and how our graduation day is going here. Day after day, we thought, I cannot wait to graduate. Not only have we thought about this day, but we've thought about it this year. Our senior sunrise and sunset, our dances and pranks, especially prom night, all of those special things that seniors get to do before they leave. However, when the governor made the announcement that school was shutting down due to COVID-19 on March 15th of last year, we didn't know all of that we were told we were taking for granted would be stripped away and moved around. The senior year was a lot different than we thought it would be. Classes from home, learning new material in a completely new way, little contact with our classmates and teachers. It was difficult, to say the least, both for students and teachers. But if there's one thing this school year has taught me, it's how strong we are, how resilient and toughness and adaptable we have become. This year has been hard, but it's also shown us how capable we are, how passionate we are about our learning and our future. We learned a whole new level of problem solving and how to be flexible. I came to iTech in seventh grade. The difference between my previous middle school and iTech was staggering. The way teachers truly care about your learning and your education, the way staff not only care about the quantity of work, but the quality, the way there are no assignments, only projects, the way teachers and staff truly care about their students. I can say iTech is one of a kind. During our last year and a half of distance learning, iTech proved to be the exact same school. The teachers put in a remarkable amount of effort into creating projects that could not be missed, and students were able to execute and provide astonishing work. The remarkable amount of creativity and intelligence within my fellow graduates has truly left me in awe. I am so grateful to know these wonderful people that are going to someday must be questions. I am confident that each one of them is going to go so far. I have made some of the most beautiful memories here at iTech. This school and these people have truly given me the greatest gift, and I will never be worthy of them for. They gave me the gift of belonging and compassion and friendship. My fellow graduates have shown me so much support throughout my time here. It's bittersweet to hear how these wonderful and amazing people have the next steps behind them. There are truly an unlimited number of paths for us to take, and we will all take a different one. Many of us will never see each other again. I have met some of the most tremendous people here, and I hope our paths will one day cross again. But until then, my fellow class of 2021, be unapologetic with you. You are all going to do amazing things, and I cannot wait to witness you chasing your dreams. You are more capable than you think you are, and you can do anything you put your mind to. And in the own words of my parents, all I ever ask for is you to work hard and do your very best. Thank you. On the stage of the reunion. So, I'm going to talk to you guys about. I know a lot of people that hate running, and I'm sure that's something that a lot of you guys do. In fact, when I was in this grade, I hated it. In my mind, the only reason any of us would need to run would be to get away from the paper. But then my coach came up to me and asked if I would run the mile in our second track meet because we barely had any girls. I don't know what was going on in my brain, but I said yes. As I ran more during the season, I discovered that I really enjoyed running. So I did cross country not next fall, and I loved it. I also found that one of my favorite things was the hill. And no, not just the down. I love running up. You probably think I'm crazy, and you're probably right. But what I learned is that when you get to a hill, you need to try to move up your arm, power through that. When you think about running, that might be your mindset. Power through that race, you don't let anything stop you until you reach the finish. injured my knee last night. That injury was not something I could cover. Believe me, I tried, and some practices were so bad that I was just crying at the end. I went to the doctor and they sent me to physical therapy. I had to work on strengthening specific muscles and improving my flexibility. And slowly but surely, I got better. I was able to thrive throughout the rest of the season by strengthening both my body and my mind. Strength comes in many forms. If I asked you to think of the strongest and most resistant material you can, what would be the first thing that comes to mind? Maybe think of something like rocks or concrete, something hard and solid. But in reality, materials like steel can be much more versatile. Steel bends so easily. You put pressure on steel sheets and it works in an instant. But the thing about steel is that it bounces right back. You put pressure and strain on it, and as soon as you stop, it springs right back. This is what makes it so durable. Or take bridges, for example. Bridges are these strong and solid things that hold themselves up. They're a symbol of unity and stability. Have you ever seen videos online of bridges and shores? They bounce and sway around a lot more than you expect. You might think that these bridges are poorly made, but it's that flexibility that helps keep them from breaking. When I first injured my knee, I thought I needed to be strong and fix it by powering through the pain. But that wasn't the case. In reality, I needed to slow down and try a different approach. I needed to be flexible. I was trying to be a rock, but what I needed was to be strong. When I think of strong and flexible people, the seniors in class of 2021 are the first to come to mind. This school year has been insane. We had to navigate a completely different learning environment that was new to everyone. Not only that, but we had to do it by ourselves from home. I can't tell you the number of people I know, myself included, that really struggled with learning. So many people hit a point where they could barely bring themselves to get out of bed every morning. A point where all of their assignments sat untouched weeks after the day. A point where it was hard to even just talk. But you know what? There are 46 seniors in that room who made it to that. 46 seniors and a captain down about to receive their diploma. There's 46 seniors who are incredibly strong, flexible, and resilient. I think that is amazing. As much as the seniors deserve recognition, they aren't the only ones. We would not have made it this year if it weren't for the teachers and staff at this amazing school. Being a teacher is hard, but adding trying to figure out Zoom and teaching distance learning, and it becomes even harder. Despite that, our teachers showed amazing flexibility by adapting lessons and projects to meet students' needs. They showed innovation and creativity in reconstructing their classes to be taught online. They showed incredible patience in putting up with the overwhelming number of black Zoom screens as we assigned them. We just had Teacher Appreciation Week in May, and honestly, I don't know. Teachers who deserve at least a month, if not a full year, to be appreciated. Friends, I just want to thank every single one of my teachers for their hard work and support this year, because we could not have made it without them. As we move forward from here and go into our future, remember this year. Remember the memories you made and the lessons you learned. Remember, sometimes you need to be still and still. Remember how hard it was. Remember that every single one of you overcame it and made it to the stage. I know that I will cherish the memories and use them to remind me that we can do anything. Thank you.
Genuinely super excited to actually see people's faces. This is amazing. So, Dr. Steve Maraboli, a behavioral psychologist, once said, "Life doesn't get easier or more forgiving. We get stronger and more resilient." I can't think of a better instance of this than iTech class. The isolation that all of us experienced during COVID-19, perhaps paired with the incessant use of social media, the endless eating from drive-thrus, and the time spent thinking about exercising while making up excuses not to, of which I am guilty, are all prime examples that life is not easy. However, we don't expect it to be. From the beginning, iTech has jumped through hurdles, from opening the Vancouver School District's first STEM school to designing and giving life to a new building,
We have thrived on the fact that life is not easy, and we will continue to do so. While I may not have been at iTech for the full 7 years, I've had the pleasure of being with it for the last 4. And the one thing that was evident from the first time I stepped into the building was the fact that each student was willing to take risks in order to accomplish something new. And it was also evident that when a student fell down while taking those risks, they were not overtaken by other students, but lifted up by the community around them. And as much as I love to talk about myself, I wanted to talk about my fellow students, specifically the ways that they have taken risks and seen the incredible outcomes. Well, I will not mention any names. These are all students within my iTech senior class that have taken risks to become who they are today and to hold the achievements they now call their own. One student explained that in her photography class, he completed a project where she attempted to acquire a photo from time called Photo Hack. She explained that many of her ideas didn't work out as planned, but when she continued to take risks and to try new things, she ended up with an incredible photo in the end. And even though it was not what she envisioned, it turned out to be the best thing that could have happened. The same student went on to win a department award for photography among the senior class. Another student mentioned the support of his community over the years when he took a few risky procrastination moves here and there. He stated, "I've always felt really lucky to have an amazing support system." Again, another student spoke to the risks that he took alongside his community. He explained that he wanted to start a club, but wasn't sure that anyone would attend, as it was different from any club iTech had ever had before. However, he was supported by other classmates that shared his dream of having a small, stress-free space among the everyday demands of school, and that same club became one of the biggest at iTech. And finally, another student spoke to the way that she took a risk by committing to her associate's degree. She explained that she was scared to switch classes, as the surroundings would be strange and new. She felt that she might not keep up academically or socially. Regardless, her decision ended up being one of the best she ever made, leading her to graduate with her associate. In her own words, "I'm grateful to the teachers, people, and opportunities I met along the way." Each of these students, whether taking a big risk or a small one, spoke to the ways that they were lifted up and strengthened by their community. I myself was invigorated by the resilience of iTech community during this strange time. And as I personally know each of the students mentioned, I can speak to their perseverance and the way that they succeeded through the support of the iTech family. Growing up throughout my high school years with these students, staff members, teachers, and support has been an incredible experience. It has led me to try and exhibit the best I can be. When things have been difficult, I've been inspired by the resilience of others, using it as a motivation to carry on. When I first entered iTech, I was absolutely terrified. I was a little homeschool kid with rudimentary communication skills, and when I had watched all of those terrifying movies about the mean high schoolers, I thought that legitimately that was what a public high school was. But from the moment I walked into iTech for the first time, I was welcomed by students of all grades and ages. There was no stigmatism between seniors, juniors, sophomores, and freshmen. It was a community. And as I've grown, I've had the privilege of welcoming other students in the same way that I was welcomed. The resilience of the iTech community is what is carried through, even through the Zoom screens, the social distancing classrooms, and the masked up faces. Our community has been strengthened, not weakened. And it is not because life has become easier, but because we have grown closer together. I am proud to graduate from a resilient class of doers, conspirators, and innovators. It is what makes iTech iTech. For as beautiful as the school is, it is not the building that makes iTech, but the students, the connections, and the resilience of the families, the staff, and the teachers that make it so. Thank you.
Recognizes both the GPA places in the top 5% of the graduating class. For iTech, this consists of 2 students. This is a high academic honor, and I would like to recognize the members of the class of 2021 who have earned this honor by asking them to come to the center to receive a medallion in recognition of their accomplishments. Please hold your applause until those students have received their award. At this time, I would like to ask the following students to join this companion at the front of the stage. Emily Boatwright and Emily Newman. Thank you. The trials, successes, tears, and joys of the last 12 years of school culminate in this graduation ceremony. Commencement signifies a transition for these students. Before we solidify that transition, we would like to recognize that every student has unique talents and abilities which distinguish them from each other and add richness and diversity to the class. On June 3rd, our students were recognized as special senior celebrants for their talents and abilities on the local and international level. We're extremely proud of the honors that was bestowed upon them this graduating class of 2021. Tonight, however, we would also like to recognize a few groups for their success in academics and service to the school. The first group I would like to mention is a special group of students that have provided leadership to their class and to the school community as members of the Associated Student Body. These seniors have dedicated their greatest to the school beyond any other academic and activity obligations. Our ASB members are Nathan Baxter, Emily Boatwright, Quinn Conkey, Israel Hernandez, Jackson Martin, Olivia McNabb, Madison Parks, Theodore Royce, and Taisia Roshova. Please give them a round of applause. The next group recognizes our honor students. This group is comprised of those who are members of the National Honor Society, those who requires a 3.25 GPA or higher. At this time, I would like all the honor students to stand as they read their name. Callie Ames, Nathan Baxter, Emily Boatwright, Gavin Carson, Trudy Fontaine, Ian Harrington, Patrick Eflin, Israel Hernandez, Oliver Jessup, Benjamin Lachiga Rodriguez, Owen Markors, Jackson Martin, Logan Maxwell, Olivia McNabb, Emily Newman, Tiffany Wynn, Quinn Pass, Kyle Pike, Nathaniel Crosby, Maya Ryan, Taisia Roshova, Brianna Sparks, Elliot Stern, and Hayden Thompson. Please give these students a round of applause. Next, I would like to recognize the continue to build great in high school and university level. They have continued to demonstrate that high school students are capable of succeeding at the university level. This group has taken classes at Washington State University, Vancouver, a Division I research institution. This early college opportunity is only afforded to iTech students and requires them to demonstrate advanced skills and to challenge themselves academically. I would like to recognize the following students: Nathan Baxter, Gavin Carson, Israel Hernandez, Emily Newman, Nathaniel Crowley, Elliot Stern, and Elizabeth Zavala Briarza. Please give them a round of applause. I would like to acknowledge another high-level academic accomplishment achieved by 9 of our graduates. These graduates have earned their Associates in Arts degree from Clark College as they simultaneously completed their graduation requirements in Vancouver Ice Preparatory. In addition, all of these students graduated either with honors or high honors. With the following students receiving their associates from Clark College, please stand. Your name is called. Remain standing. Callie Ames, Emily Bowright, Ian Harrington, Oliver Jessup, Bowen Markors, Jackson Martin, Olivia McNabb, Taisia Roshkova, and Israel Hernandez. Please give them a round. I would like to introduce Mr. Zach Hoppes to present the Citizenship Award.
My name is Zach Toppin, I'm the Associate Principal of iTech. It is now my pleasure to present the Citizenship Award. This award is the highest recognition of faculty. The Citizenship Award is granted with the following points in mind. The recipients must demonstrate willingness and ability, a democratic spirit, a high level of character, and work for the good of the group. The recipients of this award will have their names engraved on a larger school plaque that will hang in our front office for all of our community to know. Will these highly deserving and respected recipients of the Citizenship Award for the class of 2021 please join us on the stage as I read your name? Emily Bowright. And Maya Rodney. At this time, I'd like to invite Mr. Keith back to the podium for the awarding diploma.
The highlight of this evening's program is the awarding of diplomas. We would like to present the 46 members of the 2021 graduating class of Vancouver iTech. These students are recommended by the faculty and administration who received their diplomas this evening. Vancouver Public Schools recognizes the path to graduation and post-high school success achieved through a range of learning opportunities for our students. This evening, we're here to recognize and award diplomas to those. It is our duty as designees of Vancouver Public Schools to recognize reading the names of the students will be the faculty members who were selected. They are Mr. Timothy Larson, Mrs. Audrey Abbott.
Would the graduates please stand and approach the podium? Kelly Ames. Ricky Ariones. Nathan J. Baxter. Emily Katrina Bover. Gavin Lawrence Carson. Quinn William Conkey. Jaden Lee Davies. Drew Noel Fontaine. Karsten Ernst Richard Friesen. Mary J. Guevara. Ian Harrington. Patrick B. Hepler. Israel Hernandez. Devin Michael Almeida Ford. David Hughes. Oliver S. Jessup. Ethan Reed Johnson. Sterling M. Cruz. Bryce J. Layson. Benjamin Lechuga Rodriguez. Benjamin Miroslavovich Lopes. Bowen Tyler Clement Marford. Jackson Ace Martin.
Logan Hassler Maxwell. Shelby Violet McEvans. William McLean. Olivia Kaylin McMahon. Dash Maxwell Minnick II. Luis Eduardo Morales Rosas. Emily Marie Newton. Tiffany Vu New E. Wynn. Lee Christian Nicholson. Madison Joe Parks. Quinn Thomas Goen Pax. Kyle Christopher Pike. Nathaniel Brody. Maya Nicole Rodden. James Redford. Theodore Lynn Ezra Royce. Taisha Sergeyevna Rojkova. Brianna H. Sparks. Simon Dale Singh. Elliot Graham Stern. Judith Barada Uriarte. I'd like to invite Selena.
It is now time to transition our graduate status. Graduates, you can see them up on the screen, right? Okay, this is the second part. Graduates, please move your tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations. At this time, I would like to ask our to begin the procession as graduates of the Vancouver iTech Preparatory. Once ready, always ready.